Hiding behind my giant head right now is one of the biggest missed opportunities in all of automotive history. I want you guys to chime in and let me know if you agree or can come up with a bigger missed opportunity than this. As you might have guessed by the little bits hanging out, the answer is the Cadillac XLR. So what is the big issue with the Cadillac XLR? The big issue is that it was basically based on the C6 Corvette. It was the same chassis and it had a similar look. So what's the problem? The C6 was massively successful. Well, the problem is that they did not put an LS engine in this car. Those familiar with LSs know 4.4 liters is not something that ever popped up on the LS radar. Instead, this is a North Star V8, which made decent power, was probably a fun little car to drive around. But from what I can remember, these things were not very reliable, and I don't think anybody bothered to modify them or do anything like that. So basically, the XLR was a performance car that General Motors was like, let's not really make it a performance car, and that's why it never caught on. It was too much of an oddball. At the time, GM was making 2 or 3 or 4, a bunch of the most iconic engines ever produced, all from the LS series. The LS7 to this day is still one of the GOATs of naturally aspirated engines. I don't think anybody who has ever claimed to be any sort of car fan has ever not thought that the LS9 was one of the greatest engines of all time. So as a result of trying to differentiate themselves, the Cadillac XLR kind of became this oddball car that never really caught on. I would venture to think that a lot of people today probably don't even know that this ever existed, which is pretty wild. And apparently enthusiast groups have been asking GM, are you guys ever going to bring it back? And they say, nope, still too much like the Corvette. We're still trying to differentiate Cadillac. I think that's a mistake. But hey, what do you guys think? Is this the biggest missed opportunity in automotive history? Or can you think of an even bigger one?